these last few laps?
And for me, it was exciting. I was in the middle of the pack on fresh tires, just felt like Superman there because you're on 10-lap fresher tires. But we restarted 18th, I think finished 4th, so third. So I don't know. I mean, we had a solid car all day. We just didn't quite have enough for the 10 or the 20. But my guys, I mean, they're working so hard. JT and all the guys at the shop. We'll get it. We want to win so bad, but we'll keep inching up on it, and we'll get it here soon.
Cole, you mentioned that you guys are coming back, starting to get old Mojo back. You guys used to have here in this series. How close are you guys to getting that win again?
We're close. I mean, obviously, I think we could run with anybody. We show top 5 speed at some point every single weekend. It's just a matter of unloading how we want to. Things have changed since the last time I've been in the series, so figuring out what we need in the car, showing up, and from there, I think we're just kind of inching up on it on what we need.
Is it refreshing to be running as well as you have been recently?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. I mean, you want to go out there and you want to win races. That's every driver's dream. So being able to compete with guys like Larson and John Hunter, I mean, there's a good field out here. It's not easy to win these races. So it means a lot to run up front and be with a great team that brings some great cars to the racetrack.
Did you need a finish like this for your confidence?
I mean, our speed's we've been on a good stretch here the last month or so I wouldn't say our confidence is dwindled at all. I mean, we're running good. It's just getting that little bit more to go and win the race and get in victory lane, but I think we have some confidence. It's just putting it all together.
Another question. Throwback weekend, beautiful looking car behind you. What did it mean to you to run that Jason Leffler Throwback this weekend?
Yeah, it was really cool. I mean, Jason was one of my heroes growing up. I mean, I met him when I was younger, loved the guy, and it's awesome to get him a good solid run and run up front with him. And it was also cool for my crew chief because he actually worked on that car in 2004. So it's awesome for it to all come full circle and get him a good run.
NASCAR top 5 2 days in a row. How's your Xfinity debut?
Well, I got 6th, but was really close there. I mean, the Spire Motorsports car was really, really fast. Took me, qualifying 25th, none of us liked, but they liked it in the sense that they told me just run the bottom and save running the fence for the race, and they just had me on a tight leash, and I played to the game plan and learned all day in stage 1, felt really fast, and then stage 2 and stage 3 we were able to race and be up front with good cars, and did strategy there to maybe get track position or at least just be able to net out there, and they made really good calls all day, and made my life behind the wheel just easy to just learn.
Second career start running with this caliber of competition. What did you learn?
I mean, I just learned a lot about how these guys race compared to a Friday. Felt a lot calmer in a sense, which allowed me to be calm, and it was nice to let people go and know I'm going to get that back. So it was really fun to have the long run and short run, and a lot of fall off and be slipping and sliding around. So that just felt more in my comfort zone, and I feel like that's why I feel really good in a truck here. It's closer to this, but I felt really good here.
After a good run today, how soon would you like to get back behind the wheel in the Xfinity Series?
Well, it's it's a good thing I'm not going to wait. I get to run Charlotte, but no, it's a lot of fun. These cars are a blast, and but I really love everybody at NASCAR Motorsports, so I'm glad that they let me do this and experience this and have fun and learn and have something completely different. And I actually learned quite a lot that I think I maybe can apply to the truck wise, and there's just a race car is a race car and the racetrack's the same, so you could still pick apart a little at a time.
What in particular did you maybe learn from last night that translate to today, and then also today that could translate to being in trucks more?
Just being really comfortable, like just getting into a rhythm. That's where I felt really good on the long run in the truck, and just not slipping a tire and not being aggressive. Granted, there's a lot more downforce, a lot more throttle, but the tires they're still the same tire, same racetrack, so they still fall off, and be able to just go from the exact opposite. I ran the bottom all day in the truck, and now I was running the fence. So it's really fun for me to be able to apply both aspects, and I never even hit the wall once, so I felt really good about that one.
Justin, just walk us through your race and those last few laps there.
Eventful race for us. I felt like qualifying behind as bad as we did at the start of the race actually was probably a little bit of a blessing because we were able to drive through traffic and figure out what we needed to do the balance. And we freed up all day and just probably got a little bit too free. Having that speeding penalty on pit road obviously wasn't ideal, but we were able to maneuver our way back to the field and that last restart, I was hoping that I could at least hold off for second. And then once those two started racing, I kind of knew that it was going to be interesting. I could see Kyle sizing him up. I was a little surprised John Hunter did what he did getting in a 3, which I think how it all kind of started, right? And then from there, to get to second obviously was really good, but we always want more. We want to win the race. I was kind of hoping they'd both crash a little bit. If they're going to crash, you might as well both crash. But hats off to Kyle. He did a great job today. He recovered from that speeding penalty right there towards the end and still was able to come through there. So I'm proud of the team, proud of the effort. It's cool to have the heritage scheme that we had this week with, Brands Fertilizer and celebrating the 70 years of the men and women that have made it into what it is today. So, obviously this throwback weekend is a lot of fun, and we enjoy that a lot. And we'll go take the off weekend and go to Charlotte, which has also been a really good racetrack for us, and try to build on this momentum.
JRM still winless. What's it going to take to break through to get a win this year?
That's a great question. Days like today, honestly, finishing out days where you have speed. That's what we've struggled with this year. Is we've had speed at every race we've gone to for the most part, and maybe not just our 7 team, but like as a collective, our cars have been fast every week. But we've not been able to put all the pieces of the puzzle together week in and week out, and it's super frustrating. And you have nothing to build on, right? You when you have crashes or when you have days where they don't go like you want them to, you kind of lose the morale really of how to make it go forward. You're more in how do we get our cars put back together. And now you have stretches like this where we have good runs and the cars are together and they're not really torn up. You can build on that and you can move forward. And I think that we've got the team to do it. This 7 team is truly incredible. I love the guys that I'm working with this year a lot, and we've got the team to do it. We just need to make all the pieces of the puzzle come together.